On March 12, 2025, Combat Camera hosted its annual training event, Scorpion Lens. This year, there was a renewed focus on what we do best: telling the story.
I think during Scorpion Lens, we practiced a new kind of problem solving. As a multimedia professional, which is what I do when I'm not wearing the uniform, whether that was coming upon robust government-sponsored humanitarian aid or working with simulated pararescuemen trying to rescue a pilot. Those are just things I had to think about in a different way than I would in my normal job. And so thinking about what questions do I need to ask, what do I need to capture, how can I be useful, all of those things were just a good practice that I know will help.
This year during Scorpion Lens, I got to learn just how far my airmen from previous years or airmen that I've worked with, just how much they've already grown and developed. As a NCO, just seeing the change from day 1 FTX to day 2 FTX, they're really trying, and I got to learn about how much effort they're really putting into it. I would be able to give them feedback and see a dramatic change the next day.
While the first several days of Scorpion Lens are dedicated to airmen honing their craft, now it's time for these airmen to utilize their new skills and prepare to deploy.
So what we're really trying to get after here with Scorpion Lens this time around is a focus on the Indo-Pacific, building the capabilities we need so we can be ready to deter and, if necessary, defeat an adversary in the near-peer environment. For us as combat camera and audiovisual squadron professionals, that's about making sure we have the ability to deploy, integrate into units, and then build products that help shape the information environment.
ComCam did a lot of documentation, which we didn't know exactly what we'd be looking for. We didn't know what was going to happen in this scenario. We've done storytelling as we go. So we've molded our story as we get more footage, compared to maybe getting everything pre-produced ahead of time.
With past Scorpion Lens, with the multiple deployments, all the TDYs, you've seen all of the things that could go wrong. And so when you have a place that they can experience injects and added stress, and if it does go wrong, this is a place where they can practice and make sure that they know how to make it go right.
Ultimately, what we're here to do is enhance our ability to operate in the information fight.
As we pivot to the Pacific for our next challenge, it's critically important that Combat Camera is ready for the massive landscape and the island hopping that we would likely have to do in that theater. So being able to have the right ComCam players at the right time with the right equipment is critically important for our mission.
Combat Camera's unique mission requires its airmen to be ready to go anytime, anywhere. And that includes in the air.
We had 4 GF teams, and we had each of those teams fly 2 days in a row. So they got to see an air medical evacuation flight as well as a different local mission. So those included loadmasters loading helicopters in Kentucky or doing your routine local missions around Charleston. They're ensuring that they can do traditional PA products as well as our standard documentation. So that way we can throw them on a jet at a moment's notice.
There's no shortage of challenges and friction going into the planning process. And of course, anytime you're executing an exercise like this, it's going to be challenging on those players, but everyone brought their A game. I'm exceptionally proud of all the public affairs professionals and the cyber professionals and all the folks who helped come together to make this year's Scorpion Lens a success. We couldn't have done it without you.